Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Time to Share Tiny Homes. My name is Greg Barta, and I am excited that you're with me. I'm excited that you're watching these videos. I'm excited that you're coming along on this journey with me. I hope you've been watching all of the other videos. If you are new and this is your first time coming to this channel, take a look at all the other videos. We're starting from scratch. We're starting from the very beginning. We got a decommissioned semi-trailer, and we are turning it into a luxurious tiny home. And I'm telling you, you're going to be able to see everything from the very beginning to the very end. And right now, you know what day it is? It is framing day. That's right. We are getting started on the framing. We're going to be framing this tiny home out. And I'm telling you, anybody that knows about framing, that's when everything starts to come to life. You start to see everything getting transformed and taking shape. You see the rooms and the doors and all that good stuff. So I hope and I pray that you've been on this journey with us. So subscribe to this channel, share this video, especially if you're interested in a tiny home or you know somebody that is interested in a tiny home. Tell them to send me a message. We can talk. I can walk them through the process, and we can custom build a tiny home to exactly the way you want it. So anyway, it's time to start framing, and it's time to get her done. right, this is a video. I just want to take little videos here of explaining and showing exactly what we're doing here in this tiny home conversion. This is a semi-trailer that we are turning into a tiny home. And man, I wanted to take all the video and footage I possibly can take. That way everybody can see step by step exactly the process of what we're doing to build this. So I wanted to just take some time because we are starting to do the framing. But as you know, as a lot of people, well, I don't know about as you know, but a lot of construction people will know that sometimes when you do some framing, you kind of, you box in areas that you can't put insulation in. You put up your framing, but now there leaves like a little gap or a space behind the framing that could be a thermal barrier to where air could get in and allow air out of the tiny home. So we want to make sure that we cover every area of this, because insulation is a key in this tiny home. We want to make sure that it is insulated very, very well, and we don't want any gaps or any areas that are gonna go unseen and not be insulated. So as you can see right now, I started framing this area out, and I went ahead and I did take some spray foam and kind of got in there before I put the framing up. But now that the framing's up, I'm gonna be, and I left this area out on purpose because I'm gonna be framing these two areas here, but I wanna make sure that all this area behind here, once the stud goes up here, I don't want this area to be a gap behind here. I want that to be all nice and insulated. I did put some spray foam in there, and even up here, it's pretty good up here. It is blocked, and we're gonna pack all that in with the insulation before we put our ceiling up. But I just wanted to make sure that I take a video letting people know that we did cover every area in here. So that is the plan right now, and I'm about to pack that in, and then I'll show you some after. All right, so we got the insulation in. Let's take a look. I am using rock wool in this, so I'm kind of filling these gaps really good to the point to where it's really pushed in there, to where I could probably put a little bit more in here, and I'm gonna actually, but we want to really stuff it in there to where it's pretty solid. You can see up there we did the same thing. There was a lot more spray foam up there, so but we still packed the wool in there. We also did a 1.5" foam board on the top, and when we put our rafters in going across the ceiling joists, we're going to also insulate that. So, and we are going to be spray foaming kind of these gaps behind the 2x4s here to seal these up pretty good, and then come over it with either the rock wool or the batt insulation or fiberglass. We haven't decided yet. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And I just wanted to kind of, guys, give you an update. God bless you guys, and subscribe, do all that good stuff.